In this video, I explored some super cool play features of LEGO that you've never seen before. LEGO is way more than just plastic toys, and with some simple tricks, they can turn into magic. Come on, let's check them out. Speaking of magic, platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter is definitely one. So I built one with LEGO bricks. It's kind of a minimalist style. As cute as it is, it couldn't let Harry Potter walk through. But I used a trick to let Harry Potter experience the real platform. Same for a LEGO mini Porsche, but not for Ron Weasley.
Tell me, Harry, what's going on?
I don't know, it works for me just fine. I could walk through it. So how does this work? Let me reveal the magic. In fact, I drew this wall with optical illusion so the hole disappeared in this aspect. It worked perfectly with LEGO bricks. These LEGO pieces are Venus flytrap shells, and apparently they would close when something lands on them. But LEGO didn't come up with a way to automate this process. I thought it should be easy. With only the help of a LEGO rubber band, you can easily create a fragile balance until Bob the minifigure jumps into the shell. This is a LEGO Star Wars set, recreating the classic scene where Boba Fett falls into the stomach of a Sarlacc. Notice that in the original LEGO set, you can only move its mouth manually, but I added some tricks so you can turn the LEGO beam to control its mouth. In this case, Han Solo struck Boba accidentally and knocked him off, and I instantly controlled the Sarlacc to chew him up. Moreover, I added some Technic parts and made the mouth a LEGO grabber. No one will survive!
On the detention level, will ya? The economy? Shut down all the garbage bags on the detention level!
This is another classic LEGO Star Wars set, the Trash Compactor. The original set was well designed, but let's make the play feature even better. Adding these beams, we could control the wall synchronously, so you don't need to use both of your hands. But we can do more. Let's add a motor and automate this process. We can turn this movement into a cycle by connecting the beam to the motor. One good thing about LEGO is that you can always develop some good ideas still using only LEGO parts, and they're so versatile. Next, let's do some upgrade for the Black Widow, unless you want to see Agent Romanov on the LEGO bicycle. Applying gears and the big LEGO wheel, we can boost the speed significantly. Keep the Black Widow and her motorbike close to the LEGO wheel and secure the position with a LEGO pin, since we don't want to let her go before acquiring enough speed. Now let's deal with the Hulk. I wanted to add some destructive effects for him, since basically he smashes everything, whether it's the city or his enemies. So I made a play feature where an earthquake happens when he stops the floor. The bricks will lift up like waves as they move forward towards the enemy. This effect is achieved with this brick. It acts like a wedge and lifts up the bricks piece by piece. This is a trick to make Minifigure Dance just like Michael Jackson. His moonwalk got so much ritz. I managed to control the legs of a minifigure, and I dare to say that motorizing a minifigure is a lot more difficult than it looks. Oh, this is much faster. Do you still remember the ejector seat from James Bond's Aston Martin DB5? Without cool play features, Bond would be driving a bumper car. Now let's see what's inside a LEGO Aston Martin. I added a simple injection system. Once you pull the beam hidden at the back of the car, Bond will be ejected. I also added a place for his PPK pistol, and the orange knob controls the hidden machine gun under the hood. One way to play with minifigures is to make them move weirdly. Let's go surfing with Bob. I mean, waves are pretty hard to make, but the movement is even harder. So I made a base for Bob. When you turn the knob, the surfboard starts to ride on waves. In order to create real waves, I tried another trick. I built a water pump out of LEGO bricks. The propeller draws water from the bottom hole, and by applying a high-speed motor, we will be able to pump water out. Well, I also made a little sculpture for our wave maker. And it seemed that it was not the wave Bob was expecting. Let's continue. This LEGO piece is perfect for toilet paper, and this brown LEGO piece, which is actually a frog, seems to be something else to me. The plumber was very hardworking and started to deal with it at once. But I offered a better tool, the powerful LEGO pump that flushes away anything. Let's try it out. Did you know that we can build a squirt cannon using only Lego parts? I made this purple cube to be a piston, so when you soak it in water, it squirts every time you turn the knob. In this movie, Superman flew around the Earth so quickly that he reversed the flow of time. If I were a noob builder, I would just let the Earth stand still and make Superman fly just like this. But we wanted more play features. Using just a few parts, I connected Superman to the planet so they can rotate together. Here comes another Superman, and he flew like this. The movie showcased Superman's strength so well. Let's create a play feature for him to take off. I made a self-locking trigger with a spring that I detached from a Lego shock absorber. I also used some flour to mimic the snow Superman kicks up when he takes off. Lego is great for building tiny buildings. You can use just a few bricks to build a tiny Lego town. This is a Doraemon set featuring Gulliver Tunnel. It turns a minifigure into a tiny little one. This also works for Mario. In Doraemon, the most classic gadget is the time machine. The simplest way to build it is like this. Then let's add some play feature. I wanted to create the feeling of floating in the time travel dimensions. So I motorized the build and made the time machine move along the large Lego gear loop. When it starts to move, I think I made Lego come alive in my unique way. This is a giant guillotine. Yes, a guillotine made out of Lego bricks, made for Lego figures, and really functional. This is also a play feature. Sort of, I suppose. When something you planned went wrong and you really wanted to bang your head against the wall, it's also a chance to explore some play feature. Let's make use of the head and let it do the job for you. These are the Lego Powerpuff Girls, and this is what they look like. How can I make their colorful light trails? Here's the new builder's way. Now let's add some play features. The wedge bricks provide support for inclined trails, and this handle can lift them up. Then let's create a beautiful sunset skyline as their background. Now let's try them out. You can also choose to lock the trails after lifting them up. The last scene is from a movie, and you can imagine what they're doing. My task is to add some play features to make them walk in a loop. So we're going to need some Lego chains and a way to place the minifigures on the loop. This is the base for the loop, and let's see if it runs smoothly as we keep adding more minifigures. Cool, the loop is very stable and smooth.